Shalom, first and foremost, all praises, glory, honor goes to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakodash, double honors to the elder apostles. That great millstone that taught us this truth, citation, or y'all can pushing this word day to day out, doing this in transit lesson on study that's going into a rise in American shoplifting, man. So let's get to it.
As prices climb at the grocery store, a new study finds a number of people admitting to shoplifting while there is climbing. 2 News Oklahoma's Kathy Tatum listens to why it's happening and where.
We found that 30% of Americans say that they have shoplifted, and that's up from 23% just a couple of years ago.
The two top stores that people are shoplifting from are Walmart and Family Dollar.
For the most part, people are saying that high prices and inflation and just the economy in general is what is driving them to it.
I met Cynthia Driver at Whiteside Park and shared the results of the study.
I see all the locked cabinets in the grocery stores and in the drugstores.
Those protect expensive items. However, this study found
it's more about walking into a grocery store and walking out with a loaf of bread or a pound of ground beef.
Oh, just to make ends meet. That's sad.
Gen Z and millennials were far more likely to admitting that they had shoplifted, while the numbers were a lot smaller with Gen X and boomers.
One of the other things that they found that actually kind of makes this easier is the self-checkout system.
I would imagine so, because you're just right there, you scoop something past it.
Some of the growth of shoplifting is about opportunity. And we've seen so many places lean on self-checkout as a way to reduce labor and reduce costs.
Schultz says the ease it adds to shoplifting could have some retailers rethinking it. Now in Oklahoma, misdemeanor shoplifting convictions carry fines of $10 to $500 and up to 30 days in jail, or both, and can double with 3 or more convictions. If the value is $1,000 or more, shoplifting becomes a felony, with even bigger fines and as much as 2 to 8 years in prison as a penalty.
I think it says a lot that a lot of people are willing to take the risk of getting caught shoplifting because they are just looking for ways to make ends meet and to deal with higher prices.
In Tulsa, I'm Kathy Tatum, 2 News Oklahoma.
Yeah, so this is not just limited or subjected to Oklahoma City or Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is all over Babylon. You know, people are risking their freedom. Look at that, that's Satan. There's people are risking their freedom for a loaf of bread, man. That's probably what I'll title this video, especially Jake, man. You know, 2/3 of Jake, because Jake knows, you know, from a young age, you know, damn near every mama taught him what? That don't steal, which that's in the scriptures, thou shalt not steal, man. Because that's the trait of the devil, the so-called white man. He stole everything, man. He stole this whole earth, man. So when you stealing, man, you being of your father, the devil, man. I'm not saying like if you know, let's say, you know, you're at your house and someone delivers the wrong order to your door and you got a free loaf of bread, man. I mean, hey, just take that shit. And you know what I'm saying? You don't know where it came from. Just take that shit, right? You know, they saying that ground beef is being stolen, you know, because meat is, you know, even though it's nutritious, right? You know, it's still like a delicacy type food. It's food that, you know, tastes good and shit. Meat, chicken, ground beef, ground chicken, and so forth. Ground turkey, regular turkey wings, turkey thighs, so forth, man. So, you know, I'm in transit, so I just gotta do as much quoting as possible, man. I don't know what this motherfucker doing in front of me. But, you know, the Lord said in 2nd Ezra, man, I believe it's the 15th chapter, around about the 49th verse, that the Lord is bringing poverty. One of the plagues he's bringing on the earth is poverty, man. That's poverty. If you can't afford a loaf of bread, ground beef, you got to steal from the dollar store where everything's $1 and some change, you know, or $1 to $5. I remember when we were kids, if you're my age, a millennial, you know, you remember being child or in your youth, where everything in the dollar store costs $1 or less. Now the dollar store is more like a $5 store. Because $5 really is the new dollar, man. You know, due to what? Inflation. And food prices are going to continue to go up due to what? Hyperinflation, man. They're saying, you know, nearly half of millennials and zennials and Gen Zs that stole before. You know, because it ain't no work for us, man. The boomers, you know, they living off of mortgages from 2006 and shit, man. 2006 rates and prices, man. They bought the house. It is a house worth $800,000 now, but the shit, they bought it for $200,000, man. Back in the 2000s, early 2000s, right? So, you know, we're catching the brunt. If you're a millennial like myself or Gen Z, we're catching the brunt of the curses, man, as far as living conditions are concerned, man. You know, I don't got $30,000 saved up to buy a new car. You know, and most Gen Zs, most millennials will tell you that, look, I ain't got $30,000 saved up to buy a new car, man. But guess what? Your parents' generation, though, that's a normal thing in your parents' generation. They got the money saved. They just got money saved up, sitting in the bank. Bank of America, SunTrust, Truist, you know, whoever they bank with, right? Capital One, Wells Fargo. They got the money sitting in their account, just doing nothing. And while Esau is compounding on it, man. You know, and profiting on it ultimately, man. 144 called all y'all by some young shot. So, you know, I'm just waiting till the day these dumb millennials and zennials just rise up and fight this, because those are going to be the main generations to fight this devil. You know? Gen X, with baby boomers and shit, man, they too old, man. Gen X is 50 years old, damn near, and up. So they're not trying to fight. They're like, look, man, I'm getting close to retirement age. If not already retired, because certain professions, you can retire after like 20 years of service. So let's say you become a sheriff or some shit. You know, certain police agencies. You start when you about 21. That's what, you 41, you retired, dog. State troopers and shit, man. I know this one dude, he became a state trooper damn near fresh out of high school. You know, I remember when he was a young trooper in his 20s as a trooper. Now he's in his 40s. That's what, the niggas retired, man, with benefits. You know? So, you know, niggas that's like, you know, in those situations, man, they just were trying to cash out on their retirement. They're not trying to, you know, see the downfall of this place. All right. So, hey, man, scriptures, 2 Ezra 8:50, many great miseries, man, shall be done to them in the latter time. That's what they're on the earth, man. There's many great miseries, man. Not being able to afford groceries. That's why the word security guard is a grocery store security guard. You got people in there stealing, fighting to survive, man, feed their family, man. You know, you got people with families that can't afford a loaf of bread, man. Imagine your children starving, man. Which these Gen Alphas and Betas, these Gen Alpha and Beta children under the age of what, like 13 or some shit. They are the most impoverished children to come into this world in the history of mankind, man. Showing you that the Lord has an ought with the people of the earth today, with this generation, man. This forward, perverse generation, man. You know? I remember it was a time where you used to see kids like looking fresh, you know? Like the parents had like some Jordans, you know, a little stylish outfit, you know, name brand outfit, of course. And then the children that had the same exact thing, called all y'all about some y'all shot 888 power and glory coming soon. So the children that have the same outfit as the parents, right? The mom and dad, the little Jordans, the little designer jeans, designer shirt. You don't see that shit no more. A whole family decked out in designer. You barely see that shit. Which is okay, because children, you know, they shouldn't be having to worry about, you know, having the top fits, man. Until, you know, they get of age and, you know, start working for themselves. Okay, you want to get fresh, yeah, work for your shit, right? 'Cause ain't nothing wrong with being fresh, being clean, being decked out, man. You know. But don't, as long as you don't worship it, get caught up in it. Because a lot of Jake, they'll idolize these different name brands and shit, man. You know. They'll idolize Bathe the Nate, V-Lone, you know, whatever they're wearing, man. Pink Dolphin, whatever they're wearing, man. I don't know what the fuck these things wearing nowadays. Nike, you know, Under Armour, whatever, right? So, you know, people are what they call it, stash and grab. You got videos, a lot of videos of Jake, 2/3 Jake, young Jake, dining and dashing. You know, they'll run up a fucking $300, $400 bill, and then they'll just run out the store, man, on camera, man. That show you that, you know, hey, people aren't eating like they supposed to, man. You know, the belly ain't getting filled like they supposed to, man. You know, sometimes it be ignorance too. Sometimes a nigga might, you know, but it ain't no excuse nowadays. You can't say, "Oh, I forgot my wallet. I forgot my goddamn debit card, credit card." Because you got the Apple Pay on the phone. Everybody and their mama got Apple Pay or Cash App. Everybody got Cash App. You can pay with Cash App Pay. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no excuse. So, hey, man, this is just the signs of the times, man, where the Lord is showing his displeasure amongst 2/3 of our people in the Edom nation. Because you got certain Edomites that can't afford a meal right now, too. You see Edomites on the side of the road begging for change and shit. Some of it is for drugs, and some people that actually need that money for food, man. Get a can of tuna for $1 at the grocery store type shit. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple cans to last them a week. They eat a can of tuna a day. You know? Which, you know, you're supposed to watch how much canned food you eat, man. Because, you know, that shit got GMO in that shit too, man. The canned food. Preservatives and shit like that. But, you know, it's better than nothing, right? So, you know, it's the spirit is on the citizens of Babylon, man. You know, because they love America, man. You know, every person you see that's being wicked, hey, you love Babylon. That's what this place promotes, man. It's wickedness, man. And even if you say you hate this, in the back of your mind, you wish America was a better place, so you can commit your wickedness in peace, per se, man, you know. So, hey, man, scriptures, Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, around about the 7th verse, it says, not 7th verse, but somewhere around there, maybe 10th verse, it says, "Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place," man, all right? So, you got people out here, dumpster diving and shit. You know, you got homeless people, they have like little connects at the restaurant. So instead of they throw their food away, they'll just give it to the homeless people, which that's smart. That's even on the restaurants, and that's smart too, because, you know, they may get good promotion or more business. The homeless person might fucking put an ad out next to his sign. You might put an ad on your sign and shit, man. That says, you know, they eat there, man. But you got people actually dumpster diving, man. That's all. You know, you got maggots and flies, rats and shit in there, and you're eating off of that. Demonic box, man. Demonic plate, man. But that's all as hell, man. You know, having trash just sitting for a week, because the trash man, he only come once a week, man. So you got fucking trash rotting for a whole 6 days and shit. 6-7 days or less till the fucking trash man get there, man. You know? So, rise in American shoplifting, man. This is going to get worse. It's going to get to the point, I think, a movie with Tom Cruise or some shit, man. I forget the name of it, man. War of the Worlds or some shit, man. It's one of those zombie apocalyptic type movies, man, where all hell broke loose and the people were looting food, man. Even a police officer, man, he was in there. And I remember it was a scene where the main character looked at the police officer and he looking back like, I don't give a damn, you stealing. I'm about to loot too. I got a family too to feed, you know? Because that's what how it's about to get out here, man. It's about to be a dog-eat-dog society, man. You know, a society full of vengeance, man, full of smoke, man. Niggas talking about they want all the smoke. Well, hey, guess what? When all hell break loose, we're gonna have more than enough smoke, man. All the smoke you can dream of is gonna be out here, man. Because if you got it and they don't got it, they're gonna try to take it from you, man. The Lord ain't with you, man. But guess what? The elect, the Lord is with us, man. So, starting with our apostles and elders on down, man. So we ain't got to worry about this shit, man. Scripture say in destruction and famine, now shall laugh. So we're gonna laugh. We're gonna laugh at these people calamity because they're hoping to celebrate. You know, real soon you about to have so-called holiday season coming up in another couple months. You know, they want to celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving, Saturnalia, and it's the perfect time for the Lord to up the pressure on them, man, up the smoke on them, man. While niggas thinking they about to get the new Grand Theft Auto, you know, play it till their nose bleed, till their eyes bleed. You know, hey, the Lord's getting ready to make this devil Trump institute the draft. So a lot of you niggas, you might play that shit for a few days, man, and then get called into service, called into duty, just like one of your favorite games. That's one of your favorite games, right? Call of Duty. So this devil is about to call you into duty for you evildoer young men out there, wicked, adulterous young men, you sodomite young men. You ought to get called to duty, called to World War III, man. Right? And then what you gonna do, man? You gonna go out there and fight, man, and get smoked. You know, get hit with a missile. You gonna fight against the Lord, man. Switch, hey, man, your arms are way too short to box with your how about some young shot. You know? So yeah, we coming into like the demonic dark times of the year, man. You know, where August is here in another few days, right? Then August gonna fly. Look how fast July flew by. July 4th was damn near a month ago. Look how fast July flew by. August gonna fly by. You know, it's already getting cooler temperatures outside, man. That's where I'm at. You know, you brothers in the deep south stay hot down there. But here, it's already, you know, low 80s as the high. At night, 60-something degrees. You gotta wear a light jacket if you're out for an extended period of time at night now, man. Little hoodie, you know, keep your head warm. Right? So this fall could, you know, bring in heavy changes because, you know, the new government fiscal year is always in September, end of September. That's when they like to do their deeds, man. You know? So I think I'm about to pull up at my destination, man. I think I, you know, hit the nail on the head, got the point across, so I'm gonna end it there.